Everybody, Ralph Havens here. I love doing these outside. It's a little chilly today though, but we're gonna get started in just a minute. Got a really cool one today that I'm calling Total Immersion Technology. So it'll be cool to show you what showed up today. Let's see, this is gonna go here. We're going to go ahead and get this on YouTube. And also on Facebook Live, and it'll be on a podcast at some point as well. So look for that any way that you want to do it. Let's just make sure this is all working. Yeah. Okay. I think this should be working any minute now, any second. So welcome. It's Friday. Early November, it's starting to turn into winter up here. And I love the drizzle. I used to be in San Diego and we had these things, this called night and morning low clouds, and it would get a little cloudy and it'd get maybe a little mist in the air, and then it would turn into sun. And it was always sunny. And when I would come up to Vancouver back years ago to, on my vacations, I'd come up a few times a year. And I just loved it when the weather was a little bit drizzly. Oh, good, it's gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna go Total Immersion Tech green dots. So I got some cool stuff to share with you today, and we're about to go live on Facebook. Okay, any second. All right, I think it's rolling. So welcome everybody, and Ralph Havens here, autoimmuneanswers.com, and this morning's session for you, it's kind of drizzly and rainy out here. I don't know if you can see it, but over on the side there's we've made a little track around our front yard. And so I've made a track, you can barely make it out. It goes around the whole front yard. And at the end, I'll show it to you. But Ben loves to run. He's loved to run since he was a little kid. Maybe it's in the genes, you know? And this morning for your session, for your Friday morning session, something came to me. I'm calling it Total Immersion Technology. And there's something called green dots that I want to tell you about. So, you know, what I see a lot of times in the spiritual world is a lot of meditation and a lot of positive thinking and that sort of thing. And I was doing this as well, and I think it's great to meditate and all that. But I find that a lot of times people don't take a lot of action. They don't actually go do something, you know, start a business or do the things necessary to get the life that people want. And what I noticed is there's a different way that little kids do it, and also people that are successful. And it's total immersion. So, you know, if a little kid like Ben loves to run, and he's in a running group called Trailblazers up here. It's amazing group. And they run. I mean, they run on trails. They run 2.5 miles. They ran 3 miles this last Tuesday. And a bunch of little kids from age 7 up till 6 or 7 up to like 10 or 11 or 12. And you have like 30, 40 kids or more every single day. And Ben lives for it. He loves it. He dreams about it. He wants running shoes. He's got running shoes now. He loves to run barefoot. He's got a track out here. And I caught him the other day. I was out in the garden area, and he was doing a real easy jog, and then he was going a little faster the next lap, a little faster the next lap. And I could see him talking to himself kind of, and he told me, "Papa, I'm running a race right now, and I'm in 3rd place." And so there he was, visualizing it and dreaming it and doing it. And then he was picking it up, and then he told me how the results were at the end. I think he might have won that race. And then when there was a picture of that they took in the running group with all the kids out by this beautiful park up here in the Northwest. And Ben just looks at it and stares at it and looks at all of his friends that are runners and can point out all the fast kids. And he's dreaming about it all the time. Total immersion, you know? And then he's also running, and he's watching videos about running. And I know part of it's my doing. I love that kind of stuff. And he seems to really love it as well. He also loves race cars. And we watch Motor Trend on demand, and he's looks at all the drag races, and he knows all the stats for all these supercars, all these hypercars. Their 0 to 60 mile an hour speed, their quarter mile speed, their horsepower, their number of cylinders. And it's like he can tell you everything about a Bugatti and a Lambo and a Ferrari. And then you see him with his Hot Wheels and all his other cars, and he's racing them, and he's doing all sorts of stuff. He's totally immersed in it. And so, you know, as kids grow up, there's some kids that have basketball, for example, as their thing. And they dream it. They watch videos of LeBron and Michael Jordan, and they're just way into it. And they sleep with their basketball, and they're on a team, and they've got a coach, and they do their drills, and they're up late at night in their driveway doing their thing. So they're dreaming it, but they're doing it, and they've got a coach, and they've got a team, and it's total immersion. So what I find useful is that's how things work for me, and for people that I see that are successful, is to totally immerse in the culture, in the group, to have a coach, to have a team, to use it as what you study, what you dream about, what you do, and then stuff starts to happen. And so this morning for your Beyond Limits session, every Friday I do an actual matrix energetic session for you. Let's go ahead and, if you want to, you can think about what you truly want. And what might total immersion look like for you? Like, who would you be hanging around with? What kind of videos would you be watching? How would you be spending your time? What kind of training would you be doing? How might you be jumping into the whole thing? And there's something I call green dots. So what you might want to do is, you know, get a real clear image of what that is for you, what it would be like to get what you want, and what would total immersion look like for you. And then go through your day and think about all the things you do in a day. You know, you check Facebook, you eat, you sleep, you watch a little TV, you might watch some videos, you might take walks, you might read books, you might just daydream, you might hang out with certain friends. You can list all of it out. And then you can get a little green marker and put big green dots by all the stuff that gets you towards your goal, that totally immerses you in what you want. And then you can put little green dots by things that get you, that are somewhat useful. And the big green dots are hopefully things that you love to do. And then you can put red dots by everything else. And then what might it be like to do most of your day with big green dots? All right, so we're gonna take all those big green dots, and we're gonna connect the dots. Okay, yeah. And see what kind of image it makes. On 3, 2, 1. Everything you want. Okay, so I'd love to hear what you would love to totally immerse yourself in. Total immersion technology, and some of your green dots. And let's get out there and live. We're about to head up to the Waken Bakery up here in Glacier. So right out here by Mount Baker, and have a little coffee. There's a group of families that meet up there every Friday. And then we'll see where we go. It's a bit drizzly, so and it's pretty cold. So have a great Friday, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.